Hey everybody, this is my first video I'm doing for my channel, and I thought why not start talking about the things I love, which is horror films. It's limited edition Tin There to Beyond. Basically, where I live at, it's a smaller area. There's not a lot of people around that are interested into the kind of films I am interested in, and I thought why not make a video where I could talk about with other people, and they could show me some of their stuff, and maybe open me up to some new films that I haven't seen or know about. And I thought, instead of making a video where I was going to show off my collection, I'd just kind of show you a little bit and just talk a little bit about what I'm into. The Halloween 4 limited edition tin. I don't have a lot of highly collectible stuff, but you know, when I see something like that, it's like, man, I got to get that. So the first film that really got me into my taste of horror was Zombie 2. I mean, that was the first one that really opened me up to Italian horror, and then of course cult films and other things like that. And then this is my favorite Argento film, Phenomena. And we got the limited edition Suspiria. I don't know what number that is, but that's the 3-disc set. This is one of my favorite directors right here. Kind of horror, kind of a lot of different categories he'd fall under, but Andrzej Zulawski, he's a Polish filmmaker. He's been banned from this country for making films. He made The Devils, and some other, I'm trying to think of his, here it is, Possession. This is actually an import copy, but he's really become one of my favorite directors right now. And anyway, I'll show you what I just got in the mail here, I guess. I'm going to start this up. If I can get it open. And what do we got here? Oh, okay. Splatter Naked Blood. Sex and Gore masterpiece. That's pretty badass. I don't know a lot about this film. I mean, I remember seeing this a while back and being like, whoa. Like, at the time I wasn't really too much into some of the more extreme horror films, and now obviously I've seen quite a few of them, which I'll show off in a minute here. But these are, you know, I really get into some of these films. I don't know who released this. Let's look on here. No idea. Discotheque. I don't know. But it's basically about a scientist who comes up with this drug that makes people feel pleasure from pain. So then they start like mutilating themselves. And I heard that it has like a really good build up for the story. And then like the last half hour is like really extreme with the gore and some really bad looking scenes. Can't wait to watch that one, I'll tell you that. Alright, so here we got some more of my other horror films I got. We got Ichi the Killer by Takashi Miike. Pretty cool movie. Kind of like a live action anime. Mr. Valentine's Soul Torture Puke Chamber. I looked another day, this was not available. I don't know if it's out of, obviously it's out of print right now, I don't know why. But I'm glad I got a copy of it anyway. You got Regurgitate Sacrifice. This movie's badass. This movie's like right up there with one. It's probably my second favorite horror film of all time. I mean, it's gore in that is awesome. And you have Slaughtered Vomit Dolls, of course, first in the trilogy. I like this one a lot because of the storyline, but as far as gore isn't the most, you know, it's pretty good, but it's not like, compared to the others, it's pretty tame. Then you got Brian Paulin's Fetus. This movie is, I don't know why, but I still get creeped out by that movie. I've watched it a handful of times, and there's something about the atmosphere in that that's really dark, and the gore in it is really good. It's really independent. Next we got a sick fucking movie here, Serbian film. It's not that this is, you know, people say, oh, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. It's not that it's gory or anything. Well, there's gore in it, but it's not like it's over the top with the violence to me, there's just like 2 scenes in it that are really just disgusting. I mean, it really, you wish you wouldn't have watched it. You wouldn't have seen those scenes when you're done watching. You're like, oh man, because you're never gonna forget those scenes. Then you have Selatursica, which is a toe tag picture. This movie is a good film with a lot of build up to it. Basically a drama going on, and then the last 15 minutes are, I don't know, so it's just some really good gore effects, but it's worth watching. I mean, it's pretty good. Haven't watched this one yet. It's Mortem. I've seen bits and pieces of this by August Underground. I was going to buy all 3 of these just to have them. I'm not a big fan of the August Underground. I don't mind them, but I seen that they're coming out with like a box set, so I'm kind of just waiting to see what's up with that. You know, because if that's out, I'll probably just buy it. And you have Martyrs, which is a badass French film from Pascal Leger or something like that's his name. Leger. This is a good movie. It has a lot of great scenes in it, and it's just it's one of those more, for extreme kind of horror, it's more mainstream than a lot of those other ones I just mentioned. And you have Cannibal Ferox, you know, Lindsay's stab at Cannibal Holocaust. Really, I don't really care for this film that much, just because to me it's just one big rip off of Cannibal Holocaust. I mean, and plus Umberto Lenzi just kind of, he acts like, oh, he's like this great director because he created Cannibal film, the first one to feature cannibals. Well, so what? None of his films are really any good. I mean, there's some good gore in that movie, but other than that, the storyline in it's not good at all. And this is my favorite horror film of all time, Cannibal Holocaust. And I don't have to say a lot about that because people know that film. But to me, that was really got me into some more of these kind of films. If I would have seen that first, I probably wouldn't be able to handle some of these other ones. That's my phone going off, but I think that about does it for that. Anyway, that's my first video, and hopefully I'll review some of these and some of my other films that I got, and I'll get better at this as we go along, and thanks for watching.